Have you ever looked at a plant that's just so green and healthy and wondered, what's its secret? It's often a lot more than just good old sunlight and water. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a pretty powerful tool in plant care, a special kind of fertilizer that's basically a high-tech super supplement.
Okay, let's get right into it. Take a look at this. You see this bright green powder? It might look a little mysterious, maybe like some kind of magic dust, but it's not. It's actually a very precisely engineered cocktail of nutrients designed to give plants that critical boost they just can't always get from the soil by itself.
So, what really is this stuff? I mean, it's tempting to just call it plant food, right? But honestly, that's a huge oversimplification. This is actually a super sophisticated nutrient delivery system. And it's designed to solve a very specific problem that pretty much all plants have to deal with.
So here's the deal. The soil can be loaded with all the right nutrients, but a lot of the time, they're chemically locked up. They're there, but the plant can't use them. It's like having a vault full of treasure, but you've lost the key. And that's where this special ingredient, EDTA, comes into play. Just think of EDTA as the plant's own personal chauffeur. Now, this whole process has a scientific name. It's called chelation, and that's really just the official term for what our little chauffeur does. The EDTA molecule basically grabs onto a nutrient, wraps it up, and protects it on the journey through the soil, delivering it right to the plant's roots. It's a total VIP delivery service for nutrients. And this is a great illustration of how it all works. First, you see the nutrient is stuck, it's locked in the soil, totally unavailable. Then, in comes the EDTA chauffeur to pick up its very important passenger. And finally, it escorts that nutrient right to the root so the plant can absorb it with zero effort. It's simple, it's efficient, and it is incredibly effective. So who are these important passengers getting this VIP chauffeur service? Well, they're not just any random nutrients. They are a hand-picked dream team of micronutrients that are absolutely essential for a plant to be healthy. This table, and this is from the product's official analysis, shows us the whole roster. You've got iron, zinc, manganese, copper, boron, and molybdenum. Every single one of them plays a crucial part, and as you can see, the amounts are really precisely calculated so they all work together just perfectly. Let's start with iron. You can basically think of it as the blood maker for the plant. Just like iron is so important for our blood, it's absolutely essential for a plant to make chlorophyll. That's the stuff that makes leaves green and powers photosynthesis. Not enough iron, you get those sad, yellow, sickly-looking leaves. Next up, we have zinc. Let's call this one the growth foreman. Zinc kind of acts like the general manager on a construction site, It's overseeing the production of enzymes and hormones that control the plant's growth. It's there to make sure everything is built correctly right from the roots up. Then you've got this pair, manganese and copper. I like to call them the energy and defense crew. Manganese is a major player inside the photosynthesis factory, helping turn sunlight into usable energy. And copper? Well, copper is like the plant's security guard, boosting its immune system and helping it fight off diseases. And finally, we've got the specialized technicians, boron and molybdenum. These elements are handling the really critical, behind-the-scenes jobs. Boron is vital for building strong cell walls and making sure the plant can flower and produce fruit. And molybdenum helps the plant use nitrogen. They're the specialists that keep the whole operation running without a hitch. Okay, so we know who the team is and what they do, but now let's talk about the how. Because it's not just what's in the mix that matters, but also the physical form it comes in. This dream team doesn't always show up as a fine powder. And on your screen, you can see the two options very clearly. On the left, there's that fine powder we saw at the beginning, but over on the right, you see the exact same formula, but it's in the form of these tiny little granules. It's the same team, they're just arriving in a different vehicle. So why the two different forms? Well, it all comes down to speed and how long you want it to last. The powder dissolves almost instantly in water. That makes it perfect for liquid feeding when a plant needs a really fast-acting boost of nutrients. The granules are the complete opposite. They're designed for a slow, steady release over time. This also means less dust and it provides a long-lasting, consistent supply. It's really just about picking the right tool for the job. So after diving into the chemistry and meeting the team members and looking at the delivery methods, let's circle all the way back to our main question. What is your plant really eating when it gets a product like this? So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. This green powder is so much more than just food. It's a personal chauffeur service, making sure those vital nutrients don't get locked out. It's a dream team of specialists where every member has a critical job. Ultimately, it's a sophisticated and precise nutrient delivery system. And that leaves us with one last question to think about. The next time you give your plants some fertilizer, are you going to see it as just simple feeding, or are you going to see it for what it truly is, providing a professional, highly specialized nutritional support team that's designed to help your plants perform at their absolute best?